your name, how do you pronounce it?
Tamara.
Tamara.
Yes.
Okay, Tamara. That's a unique name.
Thank you.
Yeah. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
27.
27.
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. How it's like to be 27?
27 is weird, especially in Utah, because there's not really an in-between. It's like everyone gets married super young here.
For me, at least, it is nothing wrong about, you know, exploring life and experience different things, because when you have, you know, kid and family, you know, like you have to, certain degree, you have to sacrifice some certain things,
right? Of course,
which is good, but at the same time, you need your time to find yourself about life, right?
Exactly.
Because like a lot of people just get married not knowing who they are.
Not knowing who they are.
Right.
Yeah,
and
that's
then,
the biggest thing.
Right. And then when they realize that something wrong, they have a lot of responsibility to take care of. So it's very difficult for them. So I totally agree that you are exploring and taking your time or so. Yeah. What do you do for a living?
So I do mortgage loans.
Oh.
So home loans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
nice,
So I've actually helped a lot of people out here in Utah County.
Yeah, because it's a lot of new houses.
Yeah, exactly.
Who is the most important person in your life?
My grandma, who you actually just saw. Yeah, she is just the talking about positivity and just bright lights in your life. Like she is, I wish everyone could meet her, because that's who she is. She just adds so much value to, you know, any room she walks into, and she just doesn't have a bad bone in her body, and she's just the person that I aspire to be. She's just absolutely incredible. Any time
that you're having hard time, but she helped you out, or so, is there any type of experience?
Right now, actually, right now, I'm going through some changes in my life, and she just gives me so much grace, and she doesn't ever judge. She doesn't ever inherently, you know, give me any. She gives me advice, but without. It just all comes from her knowledge and her life experiences, and she doesn't tell me, you know, which way or another to go, but it's just all in love and it's all in support. And I don't think I've ever had someone else in my life that just genuinely supports anything that I do. And yeah, she's just absolutely incredible.
Wow, so. I mean, at the same time, you're very blessed because you have someone who takes care of you and not judging you, and you know, be there for you.
Absolutely.
That's like, I think that's like a treasure that you can have in life, right?
Of course, yeah. Because literally Friday, I took another job just while loans are slow, because interest rates are really slow, right? Your interest rates are really high, and I think it was the universe telling me, like, you're not supposed to be here, but it was the first time I had ever gotten fired in my life. So it's like, it's an ego. It's a hit to your ego for sure.
I know, because you have things that you have to take care of. And your life like shifted completely, not by your own will,
right?
But someone just changed it, right? So it's a very scary thing. I don't know like your situation completely, and I cannot tell you that I totally understand your situation, but I think this will help you to go a lot more further. And also, if they fired you, that means they don't appreciate you, and I don't think it is a place that you waste your talent and your time for the people that don't appreciate you.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, keep it up and fight, you know. So
thank you.
My following question would be, was there any time that you heard harsh thing from someone?
Yeah. I mean, I think that I always try to be grateful for the situation I'm in. It must be nice having this, or, you know, doing this, or like if I travel or this or that. And it's, I think people just don't like to realize that everyone's going through something, and you just need to be kind to people, because you never know, like someone may look like they have it all together, and that doesn't mean that's the case. You know, some people are just better at hiding it than others. And but as far as, you know, I think that I've always been underestimated in my life. My mom growing up, she suffers with alcoholism, and so it's kind of like that underdog mentality. You know, I feel like I really had to come out from having nothing, just like yourself, you know, having nothing, and you came here and you worked really, really hard to make something of yourself. And it's kind of the same situation. And I think sometimes people might look at me and think that I had something handed to me, or it's like I worked really, really hard, and it hasn't always been easy. And you know, that's something to be said about everyone's life. It's like you never know, you can't judge a book by its cover. And so I think that's the biggest thing for me, is just the misconception of, you know, either how hard I work to be where I'm at in my life, or it's almost like it just makes you find your path. And that's how I feel about this situation I was just in literally last week. I'm like, that was just a redirection, right? And that was the universe saying, because I've done loans for 8 years, and so I really feel like that was the universe being like, no, again, like you said, like, you're not valued here. This is, you've been doing this other thing that you're passionate about for 8 years. I love helping people get into their homes.
Yes, that's a big thing.
I love it.
Is a loan officer, is it your dream job, or do you pursue something else?
I think no matter what I do in my life, it needs to feel rewarding. And my job feels very rewarding to me because I get to help people. I actually just helped yesterday. I had a closing for a refugee family. They actually fled here from Africa. And they are the hardest working people. I mean, of course, I look at people's pay stubs, you know, and this guy's working 100 hours in 1 week and just working his butt off to support his family. He's sending money back home, and he has family here, and he needed to get a house so he could have his family all live in the house. And it was just really, it reminded me why I love what I do so much, because it was a challenging thing, you know, just with his citizenship status and everything, but it was so rewarding because those are the kinds of people that I want to help.
Right.
And it just felt so good. So
yeah,
it is my passion.
It is absolutely great thing, because like, I grew up in a house where there's no windows.
Oh wow.
And then my wife at one point in a teenage time, so there's no windows, no insulation, no heating, nothing. We kind of share kind of a like hurtful past about the house. And then when we both worked very hard and saved up a lot, and then that's the first thing we wanted was,
oh my gosh,
big windows.
I love that.
Yeah, so like
that's
something
so
like
meaningful.
That. Exactly. Along the way that you help other people to, you know, loan that for the house and things like that, probably there's a story behind as well. And then yeah, that was my story. And like, people just see you as like a calculating, you know, things. Yeah. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you do a very meaningful thing to other people. Absolutely. So yeah, so hopefully you can find a job or you start your own thing or things like that. It'll be great, I think. Yeah,
I love your story about the windows. That's so touching, because no one else thinks about that, you know, like, and you know, no one else is going to see windows and have a story behind that. But I love that you and your wife have that commonality. Yeah,
I mean, like you said, you know, people just see the cover of the book,
right?
But there are a lot in the book, the stories about it.
Absolutely.
One advice to the world, what would that be?
I mean, I think it's like I said before, just like be kind, you know, just be kind and be grateful. Like, be grateful for what you have. You're just going to attract more of that in your life if you are grateful. But yeah, I honestly think be kind. That's so simple, but it's really, it's like you said, it's what the world needs more of, just compassion and kindness.
Exactly. Is there any time that it was hard for you to be kind? Is there?
All the time.
All the time. Okay. Okay.
All the time. And I think that's just human nature.
Yeah.
You know, you get emotional or you get frustrated, or, you know, there's a lot of times in my job and my life where I get mad and I want to say mean things. And I think if you literally just have that in your back pocket, just be kind and be grateful and just have gratitude, it makes it a little bit easier. And of course, we're all human. We're not going to be perfect, but I think if you just have that in the back of your mind all the time, doesn't make it any easier, but hopefully it helps, you know?
Definitely.
But yeah, all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
There's many situations where I don't want to be kind, but I always try to.
Thanks for your time.
No, thank you so much. You're absolutely incredible.
Thank you.